Hey, what's up, everybody? We're going to do yet again another Marvel Legends review here, or take a look at it if you want to call it that. We are looking at today Nova. This is the Sam Alexander Nova, because there are different Novas. For those who don't know that, there are multiples. Okay, so he is young in age, so he has a smaller buck, smaller size. He would work well with the Ultimate Spider-Man, who excuse me, had a cartoon, or still has a cartoon, where he is featured in it as well. So if you're looking to build out that roster from that cartoon, he would work well with the Spider-Man that comes with the Peter Parker head, the young version. So let's take a look at him. Okay. Overall, he looks great. First look at him, he works well for a shelf. He will fill that void if you're looking for this character. He has some nice sculpting details in the neck, in the helmet. You can see that there's some lines here and there. Overall, he's just decent. Alright, so let's get into the nitpicking. Minor misstep on the eye. So keep an eye on the eyes always keep an eye on the eyes whenever you buy a Marvel figure. Hasbro Marvel figure. You have to check them. A little bit on the helmet. So if you can see that in the package, you might want to check for that as well. I did buy two of him because the first one that I purchased had a severe blemish right here on the chest. So keep an eye open on the chest because this is all painted on. The eyes have this nice blue lining to it, which is nice. It gives it a little bit like an aura of power. Yes, overall the paint is applied well when you get a decent one. You can see there's a little blemish on his back, but I don't know anybody who displays their figures from the back, so you're okay there. There's a little bit there scuffing right there on the ball. Okay, so here come the gripes. If you watched my Vance Astro review where I tore that guy a new one, he suffers from the same issue. I don't think you can notice it as much, but it's still there. We got pearlized gold on the foot and on the upper boot, on the hand, and on the shoulder. We have painted gold on the forearm, upper bicep, and right here where the boot cuts. You can see it very clearly. See how under the light you can see the pearlized into paint? I think that's a problem. I would rather them had this piece here be pearlized as well and paint it blue and hopefully make it match than to have it this way, because this is direct. So I think that either A, get this gold to match this, or get this gold to match that. One or the other. Same thing goes for the hand. Same thing goes for the shoulder. You can see it, and once you notice these things, it constantly just pops out in your eyes. The other issue, which is similar to what we had with Angela, joints with gold. You can see it right there. See it? Nice, pearlized. Then you have this flat gold right there in the middle. And you're thinking, oh well, just keep his arms down. Easy, no problem. Problem is you can see him up. You can see a little bit up top, but that's not where the real issue is. The real issue comes in at the boots, and I'll show you that in a second. But it also is there in the wrist. You have this annoying plastic in there. It comes down to here in the boots and the ankles. There you go. You can see it there. Yeah. I'm gonna keep focusing. I know this is annoying. I hate it too. I'll have to figure out a way to get that to focus faster. But you can see it there, and it's not clear, but you can see that there's that variance between the pearlized and then this flat, ugly plastic. I really wish that Marvel would get on ball with that kind of joint issues. When the joints don't match the color of the costume around it. That happened with the Spider-Man figure, which I got a while back. You want these joints to match. You don't want to have the breakup of the color. It draws its attention there. I think that it's sloppy. I think that they should spend a little bit of extra money and get those joints to match. So yeah, he comes with another Build-A-Figure piece, which I'll review the guy at the end. Once I get all the pieces. I'm missing Drax and Yondu. They're on their way, so when they get in, I will put up the reviews for them. So we just stand there. There we go. All right, so he does come with this guy. which is, his name is, if I'm pronouncing this properly, Philshop, Philshop. Showed up in 3 issues from what I've read. I don't know why we would need this little guy. Let me just fall in my hands. I think it's kind of silly to have him. He doesn't have any kind of way to. He's supposed to be able to fly, I assume. So there's no way to mount him somewhere. There's no way to make him have a flight stand. There's no way to put him on Nova. There's no way for Nova to hold him. I think that this was a waste. I personally would have rather of them giving you a energy fist for Nova instead. Some sort of maybe an energy to put around his fist. Something more than this little guy. Yeah, it's cute to have an additional Nova Corps member, and it's a little subtle nuance. But if you read the comics, you know what happens to him. So yeah, you can read up on him if you would choose to. So yeah, I would have rather seen a flight stand, some sort of power up, something to go around his arm. He loves shooting off laser blasts, so I think that would have been a little bit more appreciated than this little guy. Now, some people might be like, oh yeah, he's awesome in the comics. Fantastic, then you have a little guy, but how are you going to display him? How are you going to mount him? You can't put him on his shoulder. You can't do anything with him. He's going to probably sit in the bottom of somebody's bin, somebody's package, or sit at his feet, which kind of looks kind of lame if you ask me. If you put him all the way down here at the bottom, you can't even see him. So yeah, I think that Nova, people are going to pick him up. Kids are going to see him on the shelf, and they're going to know the cartoon, and they're going to want this Nova. So he's going to be relatively hard to find. Not terribly hard, but I think he's going to be one of those ones that disappears quite often in the beginning. So pick him up if you see him. I don't know if people are going to build him to troop build or not, because there are more than one Novas. Maybe they'll use the head. I don't think they could use the body over again. That's just me. But yeah, you're going to have to pick him up for the Build-A-Figure anyway, so enjoy him. He is decent. I think he, if I had to grade him, I would say he's an A. The joints really just drive me crazy, but they are subtle enough that you could probably pose them so you don't really see them, but you're still going to see at the top of that foot right there. You're going to still see it in person, and if it bothers you like it bothers me, your eyes are going to go straight to it every time. Maybe you can get one of those flight stands. You can just like curl his toes up, get him on a flight stand above everybody else, so he always looks like he's flying. That would work well. You can cover up those joints fairly quickly and fairly easily. He's a good figure. I'd like Nova. I think he works well. I think that he'll be a nice addition to your collection. So yeah, go pick him up. I think that he's worth it. So happy hunting.